All right, folks, sorry to keep you waiting so long. We'll come back to order. So Sue, I want to thank you for your time and coming down and kind of bringing us all up to speed on where we are, and I'll ask the council for their comments and open the floor for discussion.
Well, I think what brought this all on was the audit done by King and Jacobs, where the CCU lost $1.2 million last year. And then we find out also that they've been contracting. When the city council approved the broadband for Clarksville, we approved $7 million for that project. They've already spent $17 million. $17 million. And never come to the city council and ask for any more money. You cannot, the commission cannot approve a contract without the city approving it to obligate us for any funds or the commission without city council approval. And we never got to give approval for that. And it's really disturbing to me. So I've said my piece. And not only that, when you have individuals come to you and say, they wrote me a hot check, that's really bad for the city. You know, and I had two people come to me and tell me that. They couldn't even get what they needed. The employees couldn't get what they needed to do their job from Cecil Hardware. You know, so it's a big mess. And not only that, we've got a CPA here doing the audit for this year, and we're in the hole. We're in the hole. And I believe she said that $2 million already this year we've lost.
No, that's for 22.
That's for 22.
That's for 22.
But anyway, so something's got to be done, folks. And,
So I'm going to speak directly to the employees at CCU. If you're here and those that may be listening abroad, just watching this audit team do the work's amazing. I don't have any concern for your future. Any employee, any benefit, any raise, I don't see any threat to that. Unless we don't address the spending and balance that out. And that's the thing that we are seeing that needs to be corrected. Roger and Greg have already done some wonderful things over there to turn that ship around. And we stay on that track, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We were presented the audit, and to King Jacobs and Lorfing's credit, they're the ones that found the findings in the 21 audit report. I suspect that had one of the commission members not brought that to the executive secretary, we still wouldn't know about it. It's never been officially presented to the council. Still haven't. The 22 audit, which was built off of that 21 audit, was due sometime in September of each fiscal year. That's when the CCU's fiscal year ends. You've got to turn that into the bond trustee within 6 months. So it's due March 31st. The 22 audit's already past due, and she's still trying to get through it. We just now, Roger, getting through inventory. But I don't want anyone to be concerned. Any employee should not be concerned. There's no irrevocable damage that's being done. I think the key right now, Sue, you're welcome to correct me, but is about cost savings. Bill, you and I have had those conversations. It's about cost savings and being able to maintain your day-to-day expenditures and meet the debt service on a $7 million bond. And then we got to figure out how to repay 17 million instead of 7. And we've got the right people hired that's going to help us figure out the baseline. All the confidence in the world, this man sitting right over here, just after the conversations we've had. So I'm speaking to you as someone, not as your mayor, but as a retired sergeant major, an enlisted guy. I don't have any reason to expect concern for the employees at CCU, but we are running out of rope. That's not going to last forever, and it's got to be addressed. Roger and Greg have already taken some great strides to turn it around. It's a cruise ship, not a jet boat. And it's going to take incremental changes. And there's going to be some tightening of the belts around for all of us for a little while until we figure it out. So if you take any message away from here tonight, that's the message I want you to carry. Don't be alarmed. Any problems have been identified. They've got a plan to correct them. We just need to make sure it don't ever happen again. That's my concern.
As a former employee for this company and sitting where I'm sitting tonight, it's heartbreaking. Because those guys that I work with, they were like family. And to hear them come to me and telling me about things that was going on, for me, I'm ready to do something different. I'm ready to do something, a different change. And one of them is taking away that power, the finance thing. That's why we are in this industry, because of the finance. And that's what I feel personally, we need to do something, make a change. If you don't, you're gonna keep getting the same thing over and over again. So it's time for us to change.
Emotion. That's what you want to do.
Yes, that's it. But I do thank Roger, man. What you shared, I appreciate that the thing that you're doing. I really do. That's what made me help me to make my decision tonight. I just want to change some stuff, man.
Roger has done an excellent job taking over the reins, and because of what he's doing, you guys will be fine. Like you said, we're going to have to make some changes. We may have to change an ordinance on some things to get it to rewrite things the way they need to be. But you've got some good leadership here that's going to help you.
Well, this whole side of the room right here,
Yeah,
is just genuine people that care about their future and about the utility. Every conversation I've had with them is about how to make it stronger, how to grow the internet, how to make it profitable. This whole side of the room.
This is the reason I took the other accepted the job right here.
wow.
People like this.
Anybody else want to say anything? I'd make a motion that we repeal all city ordinances establishing the Commission of City Clarksville.
Is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Barber,
You want me to read the ordinance?
call the roll, please. Let's see if we
No, we
can.
need to read it.
We want to see if the council wants to do that.
Eden?
I don't know what this ordinance is about. So-
We haven't seen the
We
ordinance.
haven't seen this ordinance. I don't have
We're
any
just
idea what this is
repealing
about.
the original ordinance, the original CCU ordinance, right?
Yep. And if you don't want to do that, you have to vote. If you vote no, then the rest of the council votes no, we won't read it tonight.
We would need to see a replacement.
Then vote no, and then it gets.
Baker,
What we would do.
She's calling roll.
Okay.
Baker,
Yes.
Bradley,
No,
Edens,
No.
Reisinger,
Yes.
Thompson,
No.
King.
Yes.
3 noes.
3 yeses.
And 3 noes.
Mayor votes aye. Please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to repeal all ordinances establishing a utility commission for the city of Clarksville. Whereas the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas approved ordinance 387 in February 1949. Whereas the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas approved ordinance 357 in May 1996. Whereas the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas approved ordinance 02447 in April 2002. Whereas the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas approved ordinance 19-823 in September 2019. Whereas the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas approved ordinance 19-833 in December 2019. Whereas the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas approved ordinance 20-853 in December 2020. Whereas it has been found that a loss of financial control has occurred and that questionable contractual obligations have been issued by the commission. Now therefore be it ordained by the city council of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas. 1, all ordinances are hereby repealed. All ordinance or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith are hereby repealed. 2, emergency clause, it being necessary for the preservation of the public peace, health, and safety of the people of the city of Clarksville, Arkansas, an emergency is hereby declared, and this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage. Got it.
Okay, open for discussion. This,
Well, since
what
we're
I'm,
discussing,
what I'm handing you out is the original ordinance, plus those some recommended changes from the attorney. That is something that the council can debate on, adjust, get the code committee together, tighten it up in the future if you choose to move forward or not.
and it's not like we're the first council that's changed it. If you look down through there, it's been changed several times. But we need to change it to have more accountability. And I'm not saying that we need to abolish and do away with the commission, but we need to redo the ordinance.
So the new
And
ordinance,
have the city council.
and any new ordinance would come out with at least 3 things added. Tighter financial controls, key performance indicators that the commission has to brief each month, and then training required for each commission member and qualifications to serve on that board. So that is a good basic. It's the original ordinance with some new language put in it. The council can modify that in any way, get the committee together, get CCU folks together, modify it, and meet all the thresholds, so. Any other questions or comments from the public? Have a motion to suspend the rules and place it on its second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Barber?
Who was the second?
Patrick.
Baker,
Yeah.
Bradley,
Yes.
Edens,
No.
King,
Yes.
Reisinger,
Yes.
Thompson.
No.
4-2 passes.
Would you read it by title only, please?
An ordinance to repeal all ordinances establishing a utility commission for the city of Clarksville.
Have a motion to suspend the rules and place on its third reading.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
Ms. Barber?
Baker,
Yes.
Bradley,
Yes.
Edens,
No.
King,
Yes.
Reisinger,
Yes.
Thompson.
No.
4-2.
Ms. Barber, would you read it by title, please?
An ordinance to repeal all ordinances establishing a utility commission for the city of Clarksville.
Have a motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
Ms. Barber.
Edens,
No?
King,
Yes.
Reisinger,
Yes.
Thompson,
No,
Baker,
Yes.
Bradley.
Yes.
We have a motion to find that emergency exists.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
Ms. Barber.
King,
Yes.
Reisinger,
Yes.
Thompson,
no.
Baker,
Yes.
Bradley,
Yes.
Edens.
No?
Thank you, council. I would recommend from tonight forward, the municipal code committee, which is Susan, Crystal, and Patrick, get with Bill Hill, Jack Duncan, and Roger, and form a new committee to execute the new ordinance, if that's acceptable to you all, and get us moving forward on the right path. Yes, sir.
Before you do that, can I make a motion that Roger be hired as the general manager at this time?
You can, yes. But is there a second for that? To
Second.
appoint Roger as the
Yeah.
general manager?
Second.
I think you need to give a duration. They have a
No.
headhunter looking
Well-
for somebody right now.
We're not doing a contract, we're just hiring.
Well, what does that mean?
The commission hires them.
You're the interim GM
No,
now,
no,
correct?
The city council has control over this now.
I don't think there's a need to change that. He's the interim right now.
Yeah, but I think we ought to make him the general manager so he has control
He has
over
that
things,
control.
so he can do things.
Do you want that responsibility, Roger?
He has
Would
that
you
control
step to the
right now.
mic, please? Sorry.
Yes, I'll take it. I'll step up and take it for the employees and the,
He's saying, read the note. It says, state who you are and your
I'll
position.
state your name before speaking. I'm Roger Brooks, the interim general manager for CCU right now.
Roger, when I say that, I want you to know that I don't think that you're doing anything wrong. In fact, I think you're doing a lot right, but I do believe in processes.
I
And
understand.
things have moved very fast tonight. And a couple of us at least have seen something that others have prepared that for the first time we're seeing, haven't even had time to read it. Sat down, got it. What I would say is the majority has passed that there's going to be a new process.
Right.
I don't know, I understand you're going to be involved in it. Bill Hill pointing to you, you're a new commissioner. Jack Duncan, was that the
Yeah,
other?
he's right here.
There are other commissioners that are there now. Why are they not a part of it? That'd be one question. If there is going to be a working group, then that might be part of the working group's work, is looking at how to improve things and maybe talking about who they want to be their leader, who they want in that role,
Yeah, makes sense.
rather than this group trying to make a lot of fast decisions tonight. I slow down.
So point of correction, the code committee can put whoever they want on that committee. It's your choice. Who's the chairman of that group?
I chair.
Crystal? So,
And that's why I would like to say that I appreciate having this, but I thought this might be a draft that you were
it's a
handing
draft.
out.
It's a draft.
I didn't know we were going to vote on this at all tonight.
No, we're not voting on this tonight.
We
In
just
fact,
did.
John Robinson said this has a lot of work to do. So,
No, we didn't.
yeah, we didn't vote on
We
that.
just repealed all the CCU ordinances. That's all we
Correct.
done. And it'll
So
be
so
up-
now you've left the city without
no,
any
it'll-
laws.
It'll be up to
governing the
city
CCU.
to redo the ordinance. Like it's been done
Mhm.
in 2020, 2019, 2002, 96, and 1949. It was done for a reason.
Sir, you don't have to explain that to me.
Okay.
I can read and I can
Alright.
understand that. But what I'm saying is, what we have done tonight, what some have done tonight, has left us without governance for that. body.
Quantify that. Quantify that statement.
Well, you had an ordinance that you repealed.
Okay, so back up right
That
there.
had policies.
So back up
in it.
right there.
We need to turn them all off.
So CCU is a business entity of the city. They've always been under the same municipal code they're under now. There's no difference. What do you mean there's no government? They've always been a business entity like street department and parks department. The only difference is they have a different retirement system and a different operational control. That's it. All the other rules and laws still apply. There's no change. And that's just not, you not knowing how it's supposed to work.
We're the ultimate responsibility. If we find out that there's something been done wrong, we need to rectify it. That's our job. Is it not?
I'm finished with my discussion. Thank you.
So we have a motion to, well, and it is, I think you need to wait till, I think you need to wait till the next meeting.
I would like to ask about something.
Yes, ma'am.
We went into executive session for a personnel matter. Are we going to vote on anything with that, or should we take no action? What is the move there?
We just did. We're repealing this ordinance to do away with the commission. As the rules.
That is the personnel action. Hey, Roger, if you need to.
I want to turn this back on, I'll speak loud and let's see. I promise you, as long as I'm sitting in the gym, position, we're gonna be day-to-day operating, just like it's always been. Soon cut down on spending and start watching things a lot closer than what it's been watching. I'm putting everybody on all departments, pollution control, record, be on an equal playing ground, stuff like that.
Then I appreciate that. And I think that you and a lot of people could also appreciate, given all of this, that I would like to see us be deliberative, slow down, treat this like a real hire if we're going to do that, do an interview, do all of the things that would come with that instead of
And I don't have a
making,
problem with that. I just said I'm making it, if that's what they wanna do.
thank you.
I'm just saying, my motion was to hire him until
He already is.
we redo the ordinance.
You already
and
did.
then the commission can hire whoever they want to.
He's already in that role.
It's already there.
He's already
It's
doing it.
done.
He's already there.
They got somebody back there. that wants to-
I know you, sorry. Yes, sir.
Most of you know me, I'm Roy Young, I'm the water plant manager. I still consider myself a superintendent, but anyway. I just want to make sure I'm right about this, because we have people in the company that are going to want to know from us how we stand. So I'm taking this that we basically abolish the commission, and you're going to reinstate it at a further date.
With control parameters that don't currently exist.
Okay.
For example, 3 or 4 in specific. Financial constraints on doing contracts outside of city council approval. The audit team is going to show that when that's a definite necessary thing that we need. Qualifications to serve on the board, 3 years of experience in light, water, fiber, CPA. I don't know if the committee's going to solve that. Key performance indicators, your profit loss statement each month by department reported by the commission to the council. It shouldn't be, we should never get into a situation where the ordinance clearly states right now that at the end of your fiscal year, September, an audit is due to the council. 6 months following that is due to the bond indenture. That hasn't happened. And the one we got was awful. It said material management override of controls resulted in material findings. It said, 70-something calls of misappropriated funds, and there's no money missing. I don't know where that rumor, so people on TV who might be watching this, never heard that rumor. There's no money missing over there. That's all just, so the new ordinance has got to put those parameters in there. And I'm going to tell you, and I was telling Miss Bethany back there earlier, and you may have heard me tell the story about a city in Arkansas where the mayor got big eyes about the money over the utility. He convinced the council to repeal that ordinance. Next thing you know, he was spending that money into oblivion. No matter if I'm thinking in the future when I'm not here and these folks are not here, you always want to keep it separate. Because big greedy eyes, when they'll be sitting in this chair, they'll see all that money and they'll start spending it, affecting the employees.
We all got to have operating
Yes.
Every department has to have
And right now, what's happening is the three brothers and sisters are paying for the one stepchild in a bad way. Because you've got all your normal operating expenses, plus you've got debt service of what, $775,000 that you have to pay. And if one department's not profitable, guess what? The other three departments make up that loss. It's just the way it works. That's how it works. You pledge all of your revenues to that. So it's about being profitable. And those two individuals right there, what did you say? We saved $750,000 with one meeting? The productivity and the relationship now is so much better. It just needs to go back like it was with the controls in place.
I just wanted to make sure I understood everything correctly that way whenever I get asked.
I will veto anything that don't come up that way. You have my word on it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you know that they took your retirement money?
I don't even want to hear about it, sir.
Well, okay.
This is probably some things I really don't want to know.
No, I'm talking about,
Yeah,
it's in the audit that
I
there
mean,
was
there's-
management override, okay?
Yeah.
It's in last year's audit, that's public knowledge.
When my retirement money got moved from one place to another, I had funny feelings about that. when it
See,
happened.
that's-
So I didn't need a lot to tell me something I've been happy.
Mhm.
And I'm not really gonna go further. I had my thought.
I don't know. And I don't know why things have to be hush hush when the employees know it.
Well, I don't know it for a fact.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
This measure tonight was required to expedite the teamwork that currently didn't exist a month ago. The personal relationships, the ability to communicate, that's what's needed now to do the reset. They don't need any interference from any commission or council in the middle. They need to reset it, come up with a plan, and then come get the council involved. That's my opinion on it. You want something fixed, you let the folks do it, get out of their way, and they'll come tell you how to fix it. It's our job to accept it and move on. But it needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. And there ain't no time for no games, no social games and that mess. There needs to be real people focused on a real problem and get the numbers where they're supposed to be. Make all four elements. I mean, you have a guaranteed commodity. Everything you produce, you sell. Everybody's got to have it. There is no way on earth a utility should ever lose money. Everybody in this city has to have you. You have a guaranteed customer. You should never lose money. There's no reason to lose $982,000, which is up from $371 the year before, and it'd be nearly $2 million the next year, and nobody's saying anything. Nobody. Who cares about the employees and their future? That's what I want to know. Playing all these social games, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, you better. That's good, man.
My focus is on the employees over there in the future of that utility. I don't want the council or any other governing body to control it in the future. It needs to be separate, and we're gonna get it there, and it's gonna be profitable. This man right here, within 5 minutes, come up with a fantastic idea of making the internet profitable. Within 5 minutes. I'm sure it's not the first time. It probably fell on deaf ears back when he brought it up before. You've got the talent there. You've got everything you need. They just need people to support them and move this thing forward and become a service organization again. That's what we are here for. We're not a for-profit business. We exist to service the customers who accept our product and give them the cheapest, lowest price product we can get them. Provide good futures for the employees, good sound, secure futures. And anything that threatens that, I'm going to fight like a mad dog. I don't care who gets in my way. As long as that's not reality, if I see that reality being threatened, yes, I'm going to fight. Any other comments? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We're adjourned.
I see you, brother. Yeah, I don't even know how to shut this off.